What is going on, guys? Peace and blessings, everyone. So in Myanmar, there's a group of people, the Rohingya people. They are Muslims, but remember, we always have to side with the oppressed and not the oppressors. Now, in this case, the Buddhists are oppressing the minority Muslim community there, and there's literally ethnic cleansing going on according to human rights activists. Also, they limit the Rohingya community to 2 children, and they can't have more than that. Their travel is restricted. They're being ethnically cleansed. In 2012, over 144,000 Rohingya people were displaced from their homes because of violence from the right-wing Buddhist groups in Myanmar. Now, I want you guys to see this clip and reflect upon it. And why isn't anyone batting an eye? Why isn't anyone doing anything? Is it because there's no oil or natural resources, or because it's a poor country and the state doesn't benefit from going there? Why is everyone sitting there and not saying a word? Please, brothers and sisters, share this, make this go viral, spread the message. Hopefully something happens, and keep them in your prayers and thought. Now here's a clip.
Conflict and persecution scar Myanmar's moves towards democracy. To reach Chen Yip-yin, it's a 2-hour journey by boat. The camp is home to 4,000 Rohingya Muslims who fled Buddhist attacks 3 years ago. On our way, we pass a man tending the grave of his 2-month-old baby boy. 7 children have died here in the last month. None of them saw a doctor. This is why 2 months ago Buddhist mobs violently attacked international aid agencies in the state capital Sittwe. Offices were ransacked and those providing healthcare to the Rohingya forced to leave. That means there are now tens of thousands of Muslims like Arabana without access to medical help. She's in so much pain she can no longer walk. I want to be treated, she says, but I'm scared if I'm taken to hospital, the Buddhists will attack me. Across camp, we hear similar stories. There have been only 3 visits from Burmese government doctors since the aid agencies left, and no one trusts Buddhists to transfer them safely to hospital.
What's happening here isn't being dictated by the central Burmese government, but by the local Rakhine Buddhist community. It's them who are stopping these Muslim Rohingya leaving from the camps, and it's them who are stopping aid agencies bringing healthcare in. In the past, the Burmese government would have simply acted decisively and forced their will on the people. Now, they say they're powerless to act.
The Rakhine Buddhists are one of many Burmese minorities worried about their place in a country emerging from decades of military rule. At this village, the fishermen tell me that they should be receiving aid, not the Rohingya, who they say have come here illegally from Bangladesh. Back in a Rohingya camp near Sittwe, there's no one with medical training, but if you're desperate and you've got money, you visit this little shack. One of today's patients is a painfully thin 2-month-old baby boy called Mama Rohin. He's given rehydration fluids, but his needs are clearly much greater. We suffer and we die. That is our fate, his mum tells me. There are those who are calling what's happening here a slow-burning genocide, others ethnic cleansing. Whatever words you choose, this is a human tragedy. People trapped in camps, dying and denied the most basic of rights.
For those of you that think the only reason I made this video is because the oppressed group are the Muslims, that's not true. Islam teaches us to always side with the oppressed and never the oppressor, regardless of what the oppressed's race, religion, gender, ethnicity is. It doesn't matter. And who they are, because in chapter 4 verse 135 of the Quran, Allah commands us to stand firm for justice and even be a witness against ourselves or our parents or our family or the rich or the poor. It doesn't matter who they are. You always have to side with the oppressed and never the oppressors. And guys, please make this go viral. Make it known, because right now the only reason your politicians aren't doing anything about it is because it's not well publicized and they know about it. So it's our job to publicize it and do something about it. Keep them in your thoughts and prayers and reflect upon this, guys. Because one day that can be one of us. We must all speak up and stand firm for justice. Peace.